Ladies, when you have something on your mind that you need to vent about, who do you go to get the best advice? That's what I'm going to be talking about today. So if you want to learn more about what I think about this topic, stay tuned, subscribe, and you will hear more details. So I'm Coach Tanya. I'm a life coach, and specifically, I specialize in separated and divorced women. But as a life coach, I touch on this topic all the time because a lot of times that's why people need to come to a coach or something, because women don't talk, right? We talk to each other, yes, we can get together and we can have an all-out drag-out session, but women do not divulge all of the intimate details of what they're going through to their friends because of three things that I found. One, the one reason why women don't is because of fear. Fear that, one, they're exposing the truth about themselves, right? Because sometimes women have not given you the full story of what's going on in their relationships, what's going on with their children. Sometimes people just don't feel comfortable divulging that information. But when shit hits the fan and they need someone to talk to, then it's that, okay, wait a minute, I have to go backtrack and give them all the details of this. I don't feel comfortable doing this. I fear doing this. Secondly, they also feel that their innermost feelings are not going to be validated, are not going to be heard. One of the things that we know for women is that a lot of times when we're in settings, we are not heard. We're in rooms where we have to fight for our voices to be heard. And then as people of color, Black women, whatever, that fight is even stronger. So when you start wanting to expose yourself, you're like, okay, am I going to be heard by this person? Are they going to receive what I'm saying? Or are they just going to give me some fluffy answer and brush it off? So we don't really give you the truth. We don't talk. And lastly, a lot of times women don't want to look like they're not in control, because we have to be the mother, we have to be the wife, we have to be the whatever status we have at our jobs. We have to be that person. We have to come in strong all the time. We always have to wear so many different hats. So to say that I'm struggling in this area, can you help me? We oftentimes feel uncomfortable being able to say, I need help, because we're going to feel like we're not in control about something. And that's just uncomfortable, right? So also, who are we speaking to? We might have our mother. Mothers are going to give you, basically, she's going, that's your mother. She's going to tell you what it is her opinion. A lot of times we don't want to hear that. Sometimes the only person that we have to speak to at the moment is the spouse, who is the problem. So therefore, we don't talk. We hold it in. Again, going back to those first three reasons. Who is going to, exposing the truth about ourselves, looking at our innermost feelings and divulging those innermost feelings and looking like we're not in control, So lastly, who else are we going to speak to? A lot of times, again, going back to parents, you don't want to go to your parents because they're the ones that told you not to do it in the first place, right? And as grown women, we don't want to go and hear somebody tell us, look, I told you not to do it in the first. We don't want to hear that. So what do? We say, we're not going to talk. Another person, no, not going to speak. I'll hold it inside. So we end up holding all of these emotions inside of us. They get bottled up and they do spill out eventually. So lastly, a lot of times we don't even know where to start with the story because so much has happened that hadn't been told. So much has happened. When I was in my relationship with my husband, for me to divulge that, and I was one of those persons, I did not talk. So for me to divulge that information, I'd have to go back years to explain, because it'll always be that question of, well, why did that happen? Why did that happen? And you go back into, well, let me explain this. Well, this is why that happened, or whatever the case may be. And so most times we're defending ourselves, but that's a whole nother topic. So ladies, this is what I want to say, and this is what I want to motivate a lot of women to do, because we need it to show up healthy for ourselves, health in our mind, body, spirit, and finances, because they all go together. Reach out to someone. Reach out to a therapist, reach out to, look, don't be afraid to go to therapy. A lot of times we're afraid to go sit on somebody, what they call, quote unquote, sit on somebody's couch, but that might be what you need in a moment. You know, yours might be that deep where you need to go see somebody who is going to give you a medical plan, because therapists go from a medical perspective looking at your mental state. And maybe there's some things in there that you need to go and speak to someone about to work out those details on a deeper medical professional level. Also, get a coach. I'm a life coach, and I go from experience because I've been there. I've been in that situation as a separated and divorced woman who was looking for someone to talk to, and I didn't have anybody to talk to. So I had to figure it out. And in that process of all the stuff that I went through, and it was years, it took me years to figure this whole out, and a lot of money put into my growth from taking courses, reading books, getting mentors, getting therapists, getting coaches. And now I'm in a position where I'm just helping other women who need that help, who just want to be able to say, you know what, I don't want to go to my mom, I don't want to go to my sister, I don't want to go to my aunts, my uncles, my cousins, my friends, because I need someone who's going to look at it from a third party view and give me that mutually exclusive a vision of what it is that I need. And that's what I give to my ladies. My ladies are walking away, looking at, coming back, and they're like, Tanya, thank you so much for all that you have given me, because now I'm showing up even better and to be able to make better decisions. So I encourage you, look, get out there, find someone. If I can be of any help to you, reach out to me. I might not be a fit for you. Maybe you might need a medical perspective, and I can actually recommend you to someone. But if you want to take that chance and just need somebody to speak to, reach out. Schedule some time with me. I'm going to put my calendar link in there so that you, and if it's not, for some reason doesn't link, because sometimes technology can be funny, message me. We can get on our calendar and see if I'm a fit for you, because I want to help us women grow strong. So until next time, take these, go out there, talk.